Okay, let's go through your letter. So at the top, you have written on the address is details. That's good. You have written on the head nurse, Miss Aisha Anwar, Liverpool Women's Hospital, Crown Station, Liverpool. That's good. I'm happy for you. Let's go to the next one. It is 26 January 2021. That's good as well. Dear Miss Anwar, that's all right. Regarding, so that's the reference details of the patients. Mrs. Victoria Baxter, comma, date of birth 17 September 1996. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy for you. I'm writing to refer Mrs. Baxter, who was admitted to the hospital or our hospital. So in this case, yes, okay. Um, Let me give you the feedback here. To the hospital, you can use to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one of the mistakes, but I'll write them down here.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute. I think the internet is a bit slow. Okay. To hospital, instead of to hospital, you should have written on to the hospital. Okay.
To the hospital.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to the next one. I'm writing to reference to the hospital due to backbone serious injury. Why are you writing to the backbone serious injury? Isn't it serious backbone injury? You don't need to add the here. Okay,
Okay.
the backbone. Let's
Oh,
see,
I see the questions.
the backbone serious injury. It must be
Okay.
serious backbone injury. That's the correct one. You don't need to use the. You have to remove the. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
She requires follow-up care following a discharge. Is she going to be discharged today? You can
Yes,
mention
sir.
the time as well. Discharged today.
Uh,
So, I mean, you could have added it. So instead of just mentioning discharge, you could have mentioned discharge today. Okay,
okay.
that could be more informative. All right, let's go to the next one. Socially, Mrs. Baxter is a widow who lives with her son Tim. That's good. He visits regularly during her hospitalization. Okay, if okay, so she is still hospitalized, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it's all right.
Uh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, right? So you're
Yes,
just
sir.
discharging now.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's go to the next paragraph. In terms of Mrs. Baxter's medical background. Okay, now it's good. She has
Yes.
diabetes. Okay, do you know the spelling of diabetes? That's wrong.
Diabetes.
Okay, that's wrong. Diabetes. He used the diabetes, but it is actually diabetes. This one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there is a spelling mistake. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to the next one. So it's not IES, but it is actually ES. It's
Yes.
not
Okay,
IES,
sir.
but ES.
Okay, sir.
She has diabetes for a year, and she is suffering from high blood pressure since 1992. It's not she is suffering from, but she has been, and
She
you don't
has
need to use,
been.
yeah, you don't need to use sufferings because suffering is an informal phrase.
Okay,
So
sir.
you said she is suffering from, and then you mentioned whatever. So instead of that, you could have mentioned that she has been
She has
experiencing.
been experiencing. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
she has been having.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And
And
blood
now
pressure
it's fine.
has got two words. Did you write it as a single word? I'm just asking you.
No, no, sir.
Okay. All right. On 19 February 2008, Mrs. Baxter was admitted to the hospital with a serious injury of her backbone.
Her
Okay,
backbone.
yeah, with a serious injury. Okay, so on 19 February, okay, spelling mistake. Oh my God,
Yeah, FE.
that's not good. I think one of the major issues with your writing is you are committing spelling mistakes, lots of spelling mistakes. And you said you have already proofread, but you haven't done. It seems to me you haven't done. There are so many spelling mistakes. He was admitted to hospital again. Don't try to write down like the same thing again and again. Don't write the hospital again and again. I mean, you can simply say on admission on 19
Mm.
February 2018, or you can say Mrs. Baxter was admitted with the serious injury of the backbone. Okay, with the serious
Mm.
injury of her backbone and stinging sensation intensively due to um, intensive stinging sensation. It's not intensive, sorry, stinging sensation intensively. That's wrong. Okay. So let's go through
Oh,
one by one. So it is not hospital alone. It's again the hospital, but this phrase could have been removed because we don't want to say, yeah, it's recommended to remove the whole phrase because we don't want to write down the same thing again and again, like you if you have mentioned once, it's okay. You don't need to mention
okay, sir.
the hospital again and again. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So you can say Mrs. Baxter was admitted with a serious injury
Serious
of the backbone.
injury, and she has
And this one, like is with this serious injury and intensive stinging sensation.
stinglings.
It must be
Sting.
intensive. Should have come
Oh,
before. So he said
okay.
stinging sensation intensively, isn't it?
Mm, okay, sir.
Is that the one? Okay.
Sir.
Stinging sensation, but what did you write? I think it's like stinging. That's what you have written. Or stinging. Oh, sorry,
Stinging,
sorry.
stinging
Okay, stinging
sensation.
sensation intensively. So it's gonna be intensive.
Stinging
Yes,
sensation.
intensive stinging sensation. The problem is, okay, whenever
Mm.
you write down a sentence structure, for example, you are writing down here with the
Okay, sir.
noun, okay, a serious injury of her backbone.
Uh,
So it's
mm.
better to use the similar kind of answer here as well. So for example, intensive stinging sensation. Okay, that's again a noun.
Okay. So whenever I write the connecting sentence,
Yes.
so noun, verb, so follow the connection also.
Exactly.
Eh,
Don't
oh,
use adverb here. It doesn't make sense.
okay, sir.
It
Okay,
doesn't
sir.
make sense. Okay. So you try to use a verb when you have to use adverb. When you have to use the verb, then only you have to use the adverb. You
Yeah.
can't use the
Yes, sir.
adverb, with the noun. It doesn't make sense
Without,
at all.
yeah.
It must be an
Okay.
adjective because you have already used a stinging sensation, which is a noun.
Sensation.
It's a
Noun,
noun.
sir.
So you have to
Okay.
use an adjective with it. So that is why we have to
Okay.
use intensive stinging sensation due
Okay, sir.
to damage of the nerve fibers in the spinal cord. Okay. Everything else is all good. I mean, in that particular sentence. Okay.
Particular, sir. Okay.
Yeah, this is okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. As a result, she has loose. Oh my God. It's not loosed. There is no word.
Lost.
Okay. It's LOS, last.
Lost.
Yes, LOS, last. So you have lost here. You have lost your control with the vocabulary. Okay.
Yes.
She has lost bubble and bladder control and also her movement. Her movement. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right. But and also comma. There should be a comma after
Comma.
that.
Okay.
Okay. And also it must be and also comma. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to the next one. What's the next one? She is experiencing difficulty with the balance while walking. However, she is recovering within a week, which she is walking with the assistance to her. No, 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 no. No. What you are saying is she is experiencing difficulty with the balance while walking. However, she
Mm.
is recovering within a week, which she is working with the assistance. The whole sentence here, the whole
Mm.
sentence needs to be rewritten, and I would like to
Okay.
know what you wanted to convey. So,
Um,
mm,
my intention is during hospitalization within a
yes,
week,
yep,
she is showing her progress. So
yeah,
which
yeah,
is she, because as I mentioned previously, she's imbalance walking,
mm-hmm.
but after a week,
Yep.
she is managing to walk with assistance.
Okay, so her son helped her
Mm.
to walk,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So with the help of her son, she was
Mm.
able to start walking well. Is that
Okay.
correct? Yeah, so
Yes,
you
sir.
have to write. So the whole sentence need to be, okay, let me write it
Mm.
down.
Okay,
However,
sir.
in a week, her mobility was greatly improved
Okay.
as her son helped her. Okay, otherwise you can
Mm.
say, you can use this way as well. Okay, however, in a week,
Okay,
her
sir.
mobility was greatly improved with the help of her son.
Mobility was great.
The help of her son. Otherwise, you can say, you can even use the other way around. For example,
Mm.
let's say there are various ways of writing. Okay,
Okay.
her son helped her. Her
Mm.
son helped her to improve his mobility greatly. Okay, something like that.
Okay. Okay,
Improved.
sir.
Okay. However, in a week, her son helped her to improve her mobility. To improve her mobility. Yeah, that's good. Okay. However, in a week, her son helped her to improve her mobility. So, which this means her son has been helping her. Okay.
Mm.
The whole sentence is incorrect. It doesn't have the proper tense or grammar.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. Let's go to the next um, image. Okay, that's the case notes. It's all right. Let's go through this. Okay, despite Mr. Baxter occasional back pain. Okay, look at this.
Mm.
Whenever you write something belongs to someone, you need to put an apostrophe at the end and then add yes. So what we should have written on Mrs. Baxter back pain. That is wrong. It must be Mrs. Baxter's,
Baxter's.
yeah, Baxter's back pain. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one. Occasional back pain. Sorry. You should write occasional back pain. So occasional is okay.
Okay.
That's all right. Despite occasional back pain, she is doing very well. No, this is wrong. Why? Because whenever you use despite, there must be a full
Mm.
sentence after that. I mean, despite the fact that Mrs. Baxter has occasional back pain, comma, she is doing well. Otherwise, you can say in
Mm.
spite of. So the
Okay.
despite must have been replaced with in spite of. Okay.
Sir, what's the difference
Between in spite and despite.
between? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, they are the same. They are going to convey similar meaning, but
Mm.
the thing is that in spite of always goes with the noun after that. For example,
Okay,
in
sir.
spite of good wealth, she was
Mm.
unable to complete her education. In spite of hard work, she failed
Mm.
in her OET examination. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yes,
So
sir.
after in spite of, we have to use only the noun. That's it.
Noun.
Whereas
Okay.
despite goes with the the whole sentence. It's like it goes with the a longer phrase. For example, despite the fact that she worked hard, comma, she
Mm.
failed in her exam. Okay, despite the fact that she has so much money, comma, she is unable to complete her education.
Okay.
Okay, so in spite of always needs a noun after that. It's very simple. In spite
Okay.
of money, she is unable to
Okay.
complete her
Unable
education.
to complete her
Simple. So
education.
use
Okay.
this structure instead of
Okay.
despite. Okay, it is always
Okay.
better to choose the sentence structures that are easier to write. Okay, that
Okay,
can
sir. So I can use in spite, sir,
in spite
in the
of,
right.
in
Okay.
spite
In
of.
spite
Yes,
of.
yes.
Okay, sir.
So if you replace despite with the in spite of, then this is correct.
Okay.
This sentence is good.
Okay. Okay, sir. So whenever I'm writing in spite of, is the comma is correct, sir?
Yeah,
Here
in spite of, no, in spite of, and then you have to place whatever the thing you want to
noun.
include, and then there is a
Uh,
comma. Yes, that's
okay, sir.
correct.
Okay,
After
sir.
that, you need to place a comma. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in spite of Mrs. Baxter's occasional back
Shall
pain,
back pain.
comma, she
Uh,
is doing well.
wait,
Okay.
wait. Okay.
And
Okay.
she will be discharged on 12 March 2018. Is that the same day that you have mentioned? Are you writing the letter on the same day?
She didn't mention it's discharging today or not, but they given the specific dates, sir.
They have given,
And
okay.
yeah, so they given already.
They have given, okay. And then
Yeah.
in the light of above, this is wrong. I think I have told you this. The needs
Uh,
to go before above. So the needs to be
below.
removed from here. So it's
Okay.
not in the light of above, okay?
Mm.
In
In light of. Okay.
in the light of above. No, that's wrong.
Mm.
It must be in light of the above. And it's better to use in view of the above because it's more formal.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think I have told you this. Anyway, I mean this
Uh,
this itself has got a grammatical mistake. Okay,
mm.
it's better to
So
use
then
in view
writing
of the
in
above.
view of. Okay, sir.
Above, yes. It'll be beneficial if you could visit her to care personally. To care personally, no. If you could visit her to provide personal care. Okay,
To
so
provide. Okay.
yeah, care personally, that doesn't make sense. To provide or to render care personally. Render means to provide. Render
Okay.
is a term that is specifically used for the medical professionals.
Okay, sir.
If you have
Render.
any
Okay.
questions, yeah, please do not hesitate to contact me. You are sincerely qualified nursing sister. Did they mention qualified?
Yes, sir. They mentioned exactly. So I
Okay.
I just
You have
copied
to
from
use the before that as well. You have to use the qualified nursing sister. Okay.
okay, sir.
That's what you have to do. So qualified nursing sister. All right. So instead of that, what you should have done, you should have written down the qualified. You should have written down the qualified.
In
Nursing.
the notes they written a qualified nursing
You are,
sisters.
yes, but when you have to write down, you
Write down. Okay.
you have
Yeah.
to, in the
Okay.
signature you have to place the, okay.
The okay.
Whenever we have to write down separately, okay, in a separate
Okay.
line, whether it is in
Mm,
the addressee's contact details or in your
okay.
signature, you have to write down along with the, okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's go to the assessment now.
Mm,
Grammar is still a problem area for you,
yes, sir.
okay. Sorry. And spelling is another enemy. Okay, that's not good. Placement of punctuation marks is okay. Vocabulary could have been improved with the use of more formal words. Okay, connectivity is okay. It's not that bad. Connectivity is all right. Um, Overall task fulfillment is maybe is okay. I mean, it's not that bad. It's neither good nor bad. It's average. Okay. And then what else here? Use of sentence structure is not correct. Okay. So many
Mm.
sentence structures, use of sentence structures is not up to the mark. Okay, that's another issue.
Mm.
And what else you could do? Diabetes spelling mistake is one of the major problems. Okay, so it's
Yes.
not the backbone serious injury, but it is serious backbone injury.
Backbone
Yes,
injury.
always adjective should come first and then the noun.
Noun.
Yes, you can't put adjective in between. It's wrong.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. All right. Organization of case notes is good. You have expanded all the abbreviations. That's good as well. I'm happy for you. Um, okay. Let me have a look at the case notes. Did you include all the relevant case notes in your letter?
Yes, sir.
Are these the only case notes or?
Um, have one more, sir.
Okay, so you didn't share with me, I believe. Gracie Maxwell,
I think.
qualified nurse, swing sister. Okay, all right. Admitted into the hospital. Sometimes they intentionally use incorrect prepositions in the case notes. Remember that.
Mm.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
You need to be the one who
Mm.
identifies those mistakes and correct them in your letter.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, if you say like into the hospital again and again, it doesn't add value. You don't need to write down like more than 200 words,
Mm.
unless you have got more case notes. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Occasional complaints of back pain.
Almost answer actually.
Yes. All right. No worries. Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. Okay. So I believe all the case notes are included. Okay. So try to work out on all these areas. Okay. Your expected
Definitely, sir.
score would be, to me, this letter is graded at, maybe you see you have committed like I think more than 16 mistakes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, more than that. And most of them are sentence structures as well, spelling. They are the
Mm.
major
Yes, sir.
factors. I mean, to me, I mean, like I'm not fully convinced to give you even C plus. I would give you
Okay, sir.
perhaps 260. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's what I can give you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, no worries. All right, so you should be able to receive the feedback shortly. Okay, I already
Okay.
shared it with you.
Yes,
So
yes.
what I would recommend you to do is to
Mm.
go through the mistakes that you have committed. Just go through my feedback, okay, word by
Yes,
word,
sir. Yes, sir.
and then identify those mistakes and try not to commit them
Mm.
once again. You
Okay.
you were able to reduce, some mistakes. That's okay. That's a good thing. I'm happy for you. But
Yes, sir.
still, you have been committing some mistakes again and again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Especially the spelling mistakes.
yes, that's right. And they are the simple words. They are not the
Yes,
complicated
sir.
ones, to be honest. Okay.
Mm.
I would recommend you to go and watch my YouTube videos like
Mm.
quite often. You can click
Okay.
on the bell button so that you will get regular updates whenever I upload the videos.
Okay.
There are more than
Okay.
30 videos for the OET examination as well. So you
Okay,
can
sir.
go through them and then find out what kinds of mistakes you have been committing, and then try
Mm.
to eliminate those mistakes. Try not to commit them once again.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, no worries.
Mm.
I hope the assessment was helpful to you.